Good afternoon, students. Here I am with the class 10 chapter, economics chapter, money and credit. I would like to give you the overview of the chapter. Like money is an important concept full of curiosities. It is evolved through various forms and it is linked with the banking system. Then credit is a crucial element in this life and it ensures the easy availability of money. In this chapter, students will be introduced to the world of money and credit. Money as a medium of exchange. In our daily life, goods and services are bought and sold with the use of money. Even in the case of credit transaction, there is an underlying promise for the future payment by the borrower. A person holding money can buy any goods and services to satisfy his own wants. And very important thing, money has eliminated the problem of double coincidence of want found in barter system. Now the question arises, what is barter system? Centuries back, we used to practice a system called barter system. In this, goods were exchanged for goods. And in double coincidence of wants means what one is ready to sell, exchange rather, the second party agrees to take it also. Means both the parties agree to exchange their goods with each other. That is double coincidence of want. Then comes with the modern form of money. As I told earlier, several objects, commodities were used for exchange product like food grains, cattle. Then came your metallic money, that is gold and silver and copper coins. Then came your currency notes, that is notes and coins. Then came your plastic money, that is the credit and debit card. And recently which we are using is your e-money, which is very popular at this time. Currency. Modern currency is made up of precious, it's not made up of precious money. It is not the cattle and the grain. It is accepted as a medium of exchange because on the behalf of the government, it is given the legal authority and sanctioned by the RBI governor, which gives it a legal authorization. The RBI is the only organization which issues currency. No other organization in India has been given this power. Moving on to another, deposits with the bank. From where the bank receives the deposits. The people who have excess money, they open an account in the bank and they deposit the excess money there. The government offers them interest and then security also. The people who need money, they take loan as a loan from the bank and government charges higher interest on what it offers on the deposits. The difference between the two is the bank's income. The banks have to keep with them 50% of the cash reserves and rest they give it as a loan to the people who are in need. Deposits with the bank are also called money because with the help of the check, a person who has his account can settle his transactions by drawing a check in the person's name and his account can be settled. With the loan, there are two different situations. One positive, the other negative. If a person takes a loan from the bank, he invests in the business, completes his order and gets his money and he is easily repays the loan. This is the positive situation of taking a loan from the bank. There is another person who takes the loan from a money lender. Crop fails and the person is caught in a debt trap. He has to sell a part of his land to repay the loan. Positive and negative impact of loan. Secondly, from where you take a loan, either a bank or the money lender. Terms of credit include the mode of payment, collateral, the interest rate, everything is documented before a loan is forwarded to a borrower. Every agreement mentions the interest rate, then the collateral. And now the question is, what is a collateral? Collateral is an asset which the borrower owns, and it is given to the lender until and unless the lender keeps it with himself, the loan is repaid. And in case the borrower fails to repay the loan, the lender can sell off the collateral to realize his loan. Then comes the formal sector credit and informal sector credit. Formal sector credit means it includes a loan from banks and cooperatives. Formal sector loans are well supervised by the government, that is the RBI. Periodical banks have to submit the information to the RBI. The RBI monitors the loan activities by the banks to ensure the minimum cash reserves. Then the RBI also sees if loan is forwarded to each and every person or only to the profit-making houses. Then, besides, bank also sees the major source of cheap credit in the rural areas. Then, informal credit sector includes the loan from the money lenders, friends, relatives, mahajans, zamindars, etc. Usually the rate of interest is very high. And the formal and informal credit sector, I'll give you a little picture out there. 85% of the loans of the poor household in the urban areas are informal sources. Persons with a little few assets, they are 53% of informal sector. The well-off household fulfill 28% of their credit needs from the informal sector. And only 10% loans are from the informal sector in urban households. To eliminate these problems, there is a self-help group. It's especially for the poor. Since banks are not present everywhere and there is a lot of documentation and collateral is needed, so the poor people go to the informal sector where the interest rate is too high. So to fulfill the need of the credit, they have formed a self-help groups. What are these? Self-help consists of a certain members who pool in their money savings. Either they belong to the same profession or they live in a neighborhood. Ideal self-help group is from 25 to 30 members. They pool in 25 to 100 rupees per month. They mainly help to overcome the problem of collateral. The interest rate is reasonable. And after 2-3 years, if the self-help groups work, their saving is continuous, the group on the behalf of the group, a loan can be given from the bank, by the bank to them. And the self-help group mainly comprises of the women. The advantages, the SSGs help the borrowers to overcome the problem of collateral. They get timely loans for a variety of purposes. SSGs are the building blocks of the rural poor. They help the woman to become financially self-reliant, and regular meetings help them to discuss the social issues like health, nutrition, domestic violence, etc. A big and great example of this SSG group is the Grammy Bank of Bangladesh. It was founded by Professor Muhammad Yunus. started in 1970s, and in 2014 it had over 863 million members in about 81,390 villages. It started with a self-help group, and now it is a big series of banks and fulfilling the needs of the people. Thank you. Wait for the next video, please.